So we're here in Shoshone, California at the Shoshone RV Park. And we've been here for a couple of days. And this is just a small park. But we're only 10 miles away from Death Valley, coming in through the south entrance. And what do we think of this park?
You know, it's been very quiet. It's been, they've got little lights around at night. It's great. I mean, it's, you know, it's not a resort. It's an RV park, but it's been great. I've enjoyed being here.
Yeah, we've got full hookups. Wi-Fi has been good. If it was completely full, I don't know how it would be if everybody was streaming, but so far it's been really good.
There is a hot springs pool, and they said it was 89, but it's more like a warm bath.
I think they said it was 85, and I think that's about right. But let's walk over towards the restrooms and the bathhouse, and we'll chat a little bit as we go. So there are only about, I think Mike, the manager here, said that there were 27 full hookup sites, and they're pretty spread out. It's kind of laid out so you've got some privacy and you're not just lined up one after another.
And there's trees around. Yeah,
there are trees, some palm trees. I took a picture of the tree that is right next to our site, and Google told me that it was an athel pine, A-T-H-E-L. It was they're kind of interesting. Not something that I've ever recall seeing before. This is also a big area for birds, and we've seen Gambel's quail, and obviously all your little Tweety birds, sparrows and starlings and such. And so right here you've got the bathhouse, and there are 2 or 3 bathrooms in each one, a shower. There's also a laundry here, so you know, you can get what you need done.
And even though we're right off the road, it's not noisy.
No, there's really not that much traffic along Highway 127.
I think it's 127.
127. And yesterday we went into Death Valley, and even though we're only 10 miles from the entrance,
1 mile from the entrance.
Well,
yeah,
we're really close. If you want to go to a visitor center, you're over an hour away.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's a pretty good location. We've really enjoyed it here. Let's go look at the swimming pool. So this is the swimming pool, and it is just like 50 feet from our campsite. And this pool is fed by Shoshone Springs, and you can see the water coming there on the end. Yeah, it's not a resort pool, but you know what? I got in the water last night, and it was probably 85 degrees, so reasonably pleasant. A little cool today. We're in the cloudiness and the wind's blowing a little, but all of this water comes from Shoshone Springs, and there is kind of a stream that comes down into here, and we've seen a lot of people here from like wildlife resources and volunteers to work on habitat rehabilitation for an endangered Shoshone pupfish that lives in these waters. And there's also some endangered vole, and I don't know, it's really cool because we've seen a ton of people. We just talked to some folks from Las Vegas that are here, you know, so they drive 2 hours. They said they had people from Long Beach, so I'm sure they're part of some environmental group that's working on rehabilitating the habitat for these endangered species. So that's pretty cool. But right next door is the Death Valley High School. They're the Death Valley Scorpions, so they've got a really cool mascot name. But we talked to the people, and they think there's only about 20 kids that go here, and we're not sure if it's just like a 7 through 12 school or everybody.
Some of the surrounding towns come here to make the whole 20.
Yeah, I can't imagine the population around here is really all that substantial. But anyway, let's keep looking.
We ate at the Crowbar last night, and that was always fun. General store's great, so there you have it. Come stay.
So this is the Shoshone Museum, Gift Shop, and Visitor Center, and it's right next to the Crowbar Cafe and Saloon. So this is a popular place to be. Yeah, right off the bat, they've got some old gas pumps, an old car, a telephone booth. That's kind of a blast from the past. Let's go inside and see what we can see.
Welcome to the Shoshone Museum. The mammoth in the back room, mammoth and mastodon bones found here between Shoshone and Tacoma Hot Springs, 5 miles down the road, 600,000 years old. Actual bones never fossilized. The tailbone and the backbone are fake. To complete the picture, you'll see that. Everything else is real.
So this is the Shoshone Cemetery, and we'll just kind of walk up through there. It's not very big, and it's on a side hill, so it's kind of interesting. But yeah, it looked like first burial was in 1924, and this has been a mining community up until about 1970s. But obviously a few people lived here, died here, and they're still here. Looks like there's a bunch of people with the last name of Brown, Gilliams, or Browns. There you go. So this is one of the more interesting things that we've seen on our trip here, and apparently until the 1970s people actually lived in these structures. Don't know for sure what to call them. You know, you could pull your car in here, some kind of a garage, or park your wagon or your horses, I don't know what. But you know, it's kind of interesting where even 50 years ago people were living here, and most of these are locked up. I'm sure they don't want people going in there from a liability standpoint, because this is all private property. But if you look, you can see chimneys sticking out of several of these. They're not really dugouts, but that's the closest thing I can think of. These domiciles, little houses built into the sides of the... Why don't we move in here?
Okay.
You think you'd like that?
No. Especially with the outhouse over here.
Yeah, that would be fun in the middle of the winter, wouldn't it?
Oh. No.
Kind of fun. So we're just getting ready to head out, and we just got back from eating. We drove over to Tacoma, which is about 10 minutes away.
When we went to the visitor center and information, the guy was very helpful, John maybe?
John.
And he told us about the pizza place and a bakery and stuff in Tacoma, and it was great. It was really good, so we went there.
Kit Fox Cafe.
Yep.
Yeah, so if you're around here, definitely worth checking out. So what do we think of the stay here at the Shoshone RV Park?
I'd come again.
We like it. It's pretty quiet. We like the way it's laid out. It doesn't feel like you're in a parking lot, so it is pretty good. But we found some interesting things to do. So
that's right. So it was all good.
Anyway, why don't we get wrapped up? And
they're expecting weather today and tomorrow, maybe even a little bit of snow.
But hopefully we'll be heading out and it won't hamper our travels.
We hope for that.
All right, we will see you all out on the road.